Um, Hey stream, it's your boy icey.bluexx here /icy_bluexx here, watch you on Twitch, icey.bluexx here, watch you on YouTube, and today we are streaming some Minecraft. But importantly, today we are gonna be reading a book that basically reading a story that I made on WATTPAD, which the story will be down below since I actually made all of it. The story is called The Fallen Star by icey.bluexx. And yes, it's 2025, and I made this in like October, basically. So I'm gonna start reading my story, y'all. It's gonna be a blast for real. So yeah, I'll see y'all soon. You know, I'll see y'all soon. But yeah, anyways, we're gonna look around in here, see some random rooms, blah 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 blah. Cause like I'm just bored, bro. Anyways, it's just very fun. I can't really look at chat right now since it's very glitchy. So I'm just gonna go over here. We're gonna check this out real quick. You know, some random stuff. Random stuff. The table dinner. I don't know. Just run back up here. Anyways, so should we start reading the story, y'all? Maybe we could. This is an interview studio. Yeah, it's the basic studio. Oh yeah, that. Yeah, this is a studio. We are doing stories. This still needs. Yeah, all this stuff still needs built. We're sorry, but yeah. So let's just get onto it. I'm not gonna be able to look at chat right now, so yeah. So let's just start reading, bro. Anyways, let's go to the first page, shall we? Of US Reader. Oh my god. Okay, great. So we're gonna watch the creator page. So let's get in here. Take the middle one. This ain't really the middle one, but yeah, you know. So let's start reading, shall we? This is called The Fallen Star by icey_bluexx. And it's trending right now it's trending out of 32. It's hashtag 32 trending, just top 32 on a trend page. So let's go. Reezer, okay. About the creator of The Fallen Star. I made a story because I was randomly bored and felt like making something. I'm a male and I do streaming on Twitch and content on social media. And I want to be a VTuber in the future. That's all about me. I also love ice. Yeah, I love ice too. Me. Anyways, this part below will get updated until all parts are completed. So I still need to add like another part to this, but yeah. Anyways. I mean, I'm already done with this, but yeah, it's the first story. Side characters and more are coming. Side character. I'm not gonna spoil any of that. You guys gotta see it yourself. So let's get on to part one. Thank you to Don Not Tubbs 82600 on YouTube for giving me a page cover for my part one. Part one. I mean, okay, here is page one. The beginning, modern day, part one. The day it all went down. The day the main character, Shinto, would die from a blank missing words before even making it to school. So spoiler, bing bing boom boom dead. There. Yep, I'll give you spoiler that. That's it. Anyways, hey Shinto, you getting ready for school? One of his friends asked. Shinto didn't really like school, but he went anyways because he wanted to look cool to his friends while saying, "Sure, why not, Toto? Let's take the sidewalk that's on the side of the bank today." Toto looked at Shinto saying, "Why there though, Shinto?" But Shinto didn't give a reason on why he wanted to go on that sidewalk. Sorry if a mic cuts out randomly. I have to turn it back on because it dies randomly. So yeah. After like 20 minutes, they were on the sidewalk. Okay, wait. Let me do this. After like 20 minutes, they were on the sidewalk by the bank. It was pretty busy. Then there were screams coming from inside the bank. Shinto and Toto pulled out their phones calling 911. Shinto saying to the cop, there's a robbery happening downtown. Come quick." The cop on the other side, "Sir, police are on the way. Please stay calm and go hide." Cops came to the bank. The robber rushing out out of there. The running then running into Shinto. The robber saying, "Out of my way!" and then pulled out his gun, but accidentally shot Shinto in the side. The robber ran away, and the cops chased the robber. Well, two stayed behind to care for Shinto slowly bleeding out. Shinto for slowly bleeding out. Shinto looking at Toto with teary eyes, saying, "If I die, just know that my life was good because you were in it. Tell my family I love them and I miss them." Toto was holding back tears but started crying while talking, saying, "Shoto, don't leave me, man. Please, no, no." But Shinto bled out on the sidewalk. Toto cried on Shinto chest, screaming, "Shinto! Shinto!" The Fallen Star, God, Part 2. Page page art by Nightcore. So thank you, Nightcore, for giving me this page art. So yeah. The air felt strange, but in a comfortable way. Shinto opens his eyes, slowly seeing a glowing white figure. The figure is saying in a soft tone, "Hello, Shinto. I see you're finally awake." Shinto blinked at the glowing figure for a moment, then says in a questioning tone, "Where am I and what happened to me? But specifically, who are you?" The white figure answered with a laugh, "Haha, oh, Shinto, I'm God, but if you want to know, you died," he said in a serious tone at the end of his talking. Shinto didn't believe it, but when he looked around, he expected that he did die. The god spoke again. "Shinto, this place is called the White Void, but you get isekai'd into a new world." Those words hit Shinto in his heart, saying, wait, isekai?" The god laughs and speaking in an amused tone. "Oh yes, Shinto. You have a appearance, but you have a new appearance, but keep the same body and age." Shinto is currently 18, so yeah, as the story progresses, probably to the next story or next book, his age would probably be different. hmm The gods snap their fingers and a status opens in front of Shinto. The god, just say status to see your status screen. Treat it like you're in a fantasy anime. There will be magic and monsters and other races, but there's also slavery in this world. A hero Most importantly is to be a hero in this world. A lot of the races are in a war. Shinto looked at the status, then looked at the god. He didn't really know what to say, but only said, "Send me there." The Fallen Star, New World, Part 3. Page cover by Nightcore 822. So thank you, bro. The air was all nice and good smelling. It felt magical. Shinto laid on the ground, passed out. Birds fly over above. After a little bit, Shinto woke up, looking around. Then he saw an elf girl looking at him. She had long white hair like silk and green eyes like leaves and pointy ears, but doesn't like it when someone calls her ears cute. The elf, the elf girl asked, "Who are you?" She didn't move, but was watching him very closely. Shinto answered the question. "My name is Shinto, but who are you?" The elf girl saying, "Well, if you insist, my name is Luna. I'm an elf." Shinto pulled up his status that he could only see. He had white hair and red eyes. Now in this world. He had white hair and red eyes now in this world, but look the same. He looked at his status. It said magic slash abilities, dark shadows, healing, black crystals. When drinking blood, gain health back. Age 18. Race is hybrid, half human, half vampire. Rank is unknown. Mouth, fangs. Shinto look Shinto looked at Luna, asking, "So, Luna, do you have somewhere I can stay?" Luna replied, "Yeah, but you have to earn my trust." After a while, she showed Shinto how to use magic and even gave him a magic book to read about magic in that world. Shinto, if you want to learn more about magic, then read that book. Shinto looked at the book. "Thanks, Luna, for helping me." Luna finally took Shinto to her tree village in a big magical forest. Other elves looking at Shinto as they came in. Shinto asking, "How old are you actually?" Luna looked at him smirking. "I'm 18. "And what about you?" Shinto answered, "I'm also 18. Luna laughed a little. "Honestly, I didn't expect that, Shinto. Being the same age. But we're here now. But we're here." She showed him her house that was in a big tree. They climb it, and once they reach the platform, they go in the house together. The Fallen Star, The History, Part 4. Covered by me. Luna went to the couch, sitting on it comfortably and looking at Shinto. Shinto saw a book on a table. Oh wait, what the heck? Yeah, I'm still here, y'all. You guys hear me? Yeah, I'm still here. Okay, let me read this. Luna went to the couch, sitting on it comfortably and looking at Shinto. Shinto saw a book on the table, the title saying "History of Elves," and then looked at Luna. Luna looked at him with her green eyes, saying, "Want to know the history of my race? If so, then sit by me." Shinto walked over and sat by her on the couch, saying, "Okay then, I'll listen." Luna Luna grabs the book and started reading it in a soft voice, but also a hint of seriousness. Luna started reading The History of Elves. A long, long time ago, the humans and other races didn't get along with each other. The elves being targeted the most and turned to slavery. Women and children killed or forced to work as slaves. She started to drift off. Shinto put a hand on her shoulder, saying, "You're all right. I'm here for you. I'm here for you, Luna." Luna looked at him and snapped out of it, saying, "Thanks, Shinto." Then blushed a little, but then continued reading. Luna reading. After they killed the elves that were worthless, they would burn the bodies or put them in the ground. But one day, a brave warrior elf named Olive, she was hope for the elf race as a savior and a hero. Some said she was a gift from the gods and an angel elf from heaven. Olive would fight in the wars and command grounds and armies To protect the elf race. She made peace in the nation, then sacrificed herself on killing the Demon King. And all races got along with each other, but there are still races that don't like each other. Una got done reading, then getting up quickly, saying, I'm going to bed, I need time to think. She walked away, leaving Shinto on the couch, but he had an idea. Okay, so spoiler, this might get a little freaky, so just saying. The Falling Star Connection, Part 5. Covered by me, love part suggested by Night Court. So, yeah, thank you, Night Court, again. Here goes nothing. Shinto came into her room, looking at her, saying, Can I sleep with you tonight? Maybe just to make you feel better. Nothing weird, I promise. Luna turned around, already taking off her clothes to sleep. Her ears twitched and she covered herself, shouting, Get out, Shinto! She pushes him out and closed the door. After a bit, Shinto opened her door. Seeing her in bed, under the covers, he went to the bed. But then Luna said, Take off your clothes. Guys, I swear, it's not what it looks like. Anyways. Oh, just wait. I got a text. Just wait. Okay, anyways. Shinto was surprised, but did as she said. Without talking, then, after a bit, he joined her in bed. She faced him in bed, saying, You're stupid sometimes, you know? Wanted to sleep in a female elf bed. Then turned around and faced him, pulling him for a deep kiss. Then pulled away after, saying, Make me feel better, Shinto. Still saying, I will in many ways possible. They ended up doing it that night together, being a couple. Yeah, they become a couple suddenly, you know, and nothing odd with that. So let's just continue on the story, shall we? Anyways, the next day, Luna had bite marks on her neck and her body sore a little. Then pushed Shinto off the bed, saying, "Get up! It's time to get you in the guild in the nearby kingdom." She didn't say what her rank was, but Shinto rolled his eyes and got ready. They walked to the kingdom together, and Luna told Shinto about the monsters and magic in the world and different ranks of each monsters. Well, they walked to the kingdom of Ace. Now, the Fallen Star Adventurer, Part 6. Yes, Part 6. Page cover by Polybuzz. Thank you, Polybuzz. Anyways, Shinto and Luna got to the guild in the kingdom. A cat beast skin girl saw Luna and shouted, "Oh my god, Luna, my bestie!" Luna looked at her and walked to her happy, saying, hey, Lisa, or Lisa, something like that. Lisa, I want you to meet Shinto. Shinto looked at the cat beast-skin girl, waving, saying, Hi, my name is Shinto. Then asked, Where do I get registered? Lisa points to the guild receptionist. Let's go down more. After a while, Shinto got his card and found out that shadow magic is rare to have. He was a F rank, and the highest rank a person can get up to is deadly rank. It would have a skeleton wolf symbol. Lisa says, We could start a party and help you level up, Shinto. The girls talked about it. Well, Shinto stood there and listened. But being bored, he went on his own and went to the guild quest board and looked through it, seeing one called Get the Monster Armor from the Dungeon. And the drawing of it looked gross. It was meaty looking on some armor. It had some fur on the meat parts, but it granted 100 protection when worn. Shinto takes the quest and leaves. The quest thing said A rank ventures, but he didn't care about that part. Yeah, he doesn't really care at all. Like, like he cares none of it, bro. Let's just keep reading. After walking for a while, he got to the dungeon. He looked at the entrance and went in. Monsters spawned in. They all had different ranks. Shinto started killing them one by one, and then it got to a boss, which was an undead dragon. The dragon was a AAA rank. Shinto would be dead, but somehow he managed to kill the undead beast and getting the armor. Then went back to the guild with the armor. Everyone looked at him and their jaw drops, murmuring, how did how did that new guy get the quest done? How is he not dead? Is he a god or something? Pretty crazy, right? Yeah, yeah, pretty crazy. Anyways, let's just continue. Luna and Lisa came running at him, saying, "Where have you been?" Lisa saying, "You could have took us, you jerk." Shinto dealt with all of it and became known as the Dark Mist, and now had a rank very high, but not the highest. The Fallen Star nationwide. It might already on. Oh my god. The Fallen Star nationwide. Let's read this. Page cover by Nightcore. Thank you, Nightcore. Shinto and Luna got well Shinto and Luna got well known around the nation they live on, going on adventures and go to meet the king and queen. Shinto was told by a man in a black robe that the king would die that night from drinking a cup of wine in his throne room. The man was gone after he said that, and Shinto had panic on his face. He told Luna about it. She didn't believe it, but then believed it after a while of thinking. Then they set off to the castle to visit the whole day and night. Yep, the king might die, or will he? Shinto entered the kingdom, washing his hands and thinking to himself, maybe it was a lie, but I gotta keep my guard up. He sighs and then leaves the kitchen to go outside and train with the knights that were out there. The knights were training on the training ground. Their leader was a wolf beastkin, was a wolf man. The leader was a wolf beast man, and he looked at Shinto, saying, "Hey Shinto, care to train with us?" A smile forming a smile forming out from his muzzle. Basically, a muzzle is like a mouth on a canine, basically like that. Yeah, basically that. Shinto nodded and started training with them. Hours passed until it hit night, and then Shinto went to the king's room. After going in, he saw the king about to drink a cup of wine. He quickly hit the cup out of his hand, out of his hand, and the king was angry, but then looked at the wine on the floor, on the ground, and was shocked to see it melting the wood a bit on the floor. The king said, "Shinto, you saved me from that poisoned wine." Yeah, yeah. I might have to fix a lot of errors, but yeah, yeah. The next day, the king held a meeting, and then soon they found the person that tried to kill the king. It was a bad night, and he was sent to death. The knight pleaded, but they took him away. The king thanked Shinto again, and Luna whispered to Shinto, "So it really was poison. I didn't expect that man to be right. That's odd." And Shinto said, "Yeah, but at least the king is alive still." The next few days, became well known around the nation. They were known as the King's Saviors and had a statue in the kingdom of them both. Everyone knew about them nationwide now. Yeah, yeah. The Fallen Star almost died. Part 8. The cover by me. This is actually very new, and the next two parts are actually very new, coming from this day, November 6th. Yeah, these three chapters that I'm gonna read right now. These three parts I'm gonna read right now came out on November 6th, 2025. So yeah, let's keep reading. Page covered by me. Shinto and Luna went to the guild to do more quests together, but then they heard two adventurers talking about a quest that no one ever made it back alive. The two men, man one, did you hear about the last party that went down to that dungeon? Man two, yeah, I heard they ran into this unknown monster. It killed both of them. Such a sad death. Shinto looked at the paper and quest paper again, and it had no image of the monster. He took it. Luna and Shinto then left to go to the dungeon. They walked to that dungeon. After 2 hours passed, they made it. The dungeon entrance was old looking, and a man in a black cloak pointed at the door. Shinto and Luna remembered that man a while back. They looked back to the cave and then walked in the dungeon. They fought slimes and goblins, then kept going lower and lower and lower into the utter levels of the dungeon. Then they heard a swing from a weapon. An adventurer ran towards them, bleeding from their arm, screaming, "Run!" Then they ran past them. They looked at the thing. It was the man in the black cloak again, but then his cloak fell off and it was an undead skeleton monster with a scythe. Very odd. Let's see what's gonna happen. Shinto and Luna didn't know what the monster was or its abilities. A brave adventurer ran to it with their sword, but when the monster touched them with its skeleton hand, they just fell to the ground lifeless. Shinto and Luna froze in one place, looking at the lifeless body on the floor. Luna saying, "What the actual hell is this thing?" Shinto calmed down and said, "Whatever it is, we gotta kill it." And they fight it with all they got. Yeah, I need to fix a lot of errors in this. Anyways, the fight was intense. Shinto almost lost his life, and they killed it. The reward was the scythe the skeleton monster dropped. Then a name of the monster appeared saying, "The Death Touch Skeleton." And that hit something deep down. It was a Grim Reaper they killed. Very crazy, right? The Fallen Star, Loss, Part 9. So in this part, there's actually gonna be another story coming out soon. It's going to be called The Fallen Star, Lost City. That's gonna be another part coming soon. But let's just go on. Page covered by me X Zeppo. Yeah, collab. Anyways, a couple of weeks passed. Shinto and Luna were walking through a forest that had an abandoned city somewhere, and they wanted to go see it. But then Shinto stepped on a patch of grass, and a hole was made under him. Luna stared into his eyes, and she quickly reached for him as he fell. She didn't get his hand in time, and the darkness ate him. Luna screamed, "Shinto! I'll get you out somehow, or find a way out." Meanwhile, Shinto hit the ground, then looked around, seeing darkness. The light coming from the hole where he fell through. He looked. He looks around again and sees the abandoned city they were looking for. He looked around, talking to himself. I wonder how I will get out of here. This city is creepy. Then he saw a shadow on the wall. I see icey.bluexx. Yeah, this part's from me. Read the story, The Fallen Star, Lost City, to know what happened while Shinto was down there for a couple of days. Yeah, he was down there for a couple of days. But let's walk past this part. Now, next part's very long, so bear with me. After a couple of days, Shinto finally come out the underground city, but with him was a angel girl coming out a nearby cave in a open field. Luna was there and saw him, but then saw the girl and was wondering how he found a girl down there. Luna approached and asked, "Who is this girl, Shinto?" And Shinto replied, "This is Zara. She's an angel." And Luna looked surprised because angels are very rare people and are powerful beings of God. Luna looked at Zara closely and felt a little jealous that she was alone with Shinto for a couple of days, and she wasn't. Shinto looked at her and said, "We didn't have anything sexual between us," then smirked at her and walked to her and kissed Luna for a moment. That's pretty crazy. That's pretty crazy. Let's keep on reading. Wait, wait. I forgot my part. I found it. Okay, kiss Luna for a moment. Luna leaned into the kiss, but still was a little jealous of Zara. Luna saying, "Okay, but you're still my boyfriend." And Shinto said, "I know, my cute elf." Luna blushed a little and hit him on the chest, saying, "Stop making me blush, Shinto." Shinto laughed a little, and then they all went back to the kingdom. The Fallen Star, War/Love, Part 10. Yep, Part 10, y'all. Let's read this. This has like at least 4 things to it. So it's going to be very crazy. Page covered by me, icey_bluexx, Zeppo. Yes, clap. Anyways, after a couple weeks later, Zara and Luna and Shinto became commanders in a upcoming war. They all trained under a well-known royal commander. Days and weeks passed. Zara and Luna talked to each other about the upcoming war. Zara saying, "What do you think will happen if we win the war?" Luna saying in a casual tone, maybe just continue with our lives and see how it goes with our future." Zara saying, "Honestly, true though. But what if we lose?" Luna got a little serious, saying, "Then we disappointed the entire kingdom and didn't protect it." Shinto comes into the room, wondering what the girls were talking about, asking, "What you ladies talking about?" Let's go on to the next part. 1 week passed, and then a magic fireball was thrown at the front lines in the field. The war has started. Zara and Luna quickly get to their groups. They were tasked within the battle. Shinto was still in the castle, rushing there with his speed. Demons started coming from obsidian portals and coming from over the hills, riding on demon horses, and a big black dragon with red eyes fly from. Yeah, I need to fix that. Fly from a far away distance, coming to the kingdom. Zara and Luna and the other commanders charged into the battlefield with magic in their swords and weapons. Swords and weapons are basically the same. Never mind about that. Shinto finally got to the battlefield. He looked up at the big black dragon in the sky that was coming towards the kingdom. He held the scythe in his hands and jumped in the sky to get to the dragon, fighting it with the scythe that could actually damage it. The dragon whipped its tail at Shinto. He deflected it with the scythe and shot his shadow magic at it, trapping one of its wings on the dragon and started cutting the dragon with the scythe. Luna and Zara looked up and saw the dragon. It started falling from the sky. Shinto managed to stick the scythe in the dragon's head, killing it. Zara and Luna shouted, "Move back, squad!" I don't know what that was. Anyways, let's keep on reading. Running towards the castle. A lot of the demons at running toward the castle. A lot of demons got. Why is it at? Okay, never mind. At crushed by the dead dragon, and Shinto jumped off the head. The scythe was stuck in the dragon's skull and left it there. The war ended, and soon after Zara and Luna ran to Shinto, they both said, "I want to get married." Then they both looked at each other, surprised, and then Luna said, "Shinto, who will you choose?" With puppy eyes, Shinto had a lot on him. He stuttered, saying, I guess both of you." Both girls looked at each other again, and then back at Shinto, smiling, and then kissed him on both cheeks. After 2 weeks of cleaning up the battlefield and looking back at the dead dragon that they left there, they all sighed, and a couple of days later, after that, Zara the angel and Luna the elf got married to Shinto. They all loved each other a lot and spent their days together, going around nations and going on adventures together. The Fallen Star family coming soon. The date it was came out was there's no date for it yet. Coming soon. A story by icey_bluexx. So thank you for reading my story, y'all. It was a blast, you know. It's a very big slime back there. It was a blast, and I just want to say, I had very fun. And yes, 2 stories will come out. 2 more stories will come out soon. So just saying, y'all. Just saying. A lot more stories will come out. Basically explaining some of the characters' past and some other ones. I'm gonna make the story go on for quite a while. So let's just get out here. And if you want to read the story yourself, we can go on to WATTPAD and follow me on WATTPAD actually. My user on there is icey_bluexx, and if you want to read the story, it's called The Fallen Star by icey_bluexx. It's very fun, and I hope you enjoyed the reading that I just did, because that was me reading the actual story. So yeah, so goodbye, y'all, and also this Minecraft world I'll be using in the future for my broadcast series. So yeah, if you want to check out my broadcast series, go check it out. It's in the description also. I'll add all the things, all the people that were in here that helped me and stuff. So thank you a lot, guys. And join my Discord server if you want. But yeah, that was a story that I made, and I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you really did enjoy it. So this story is completed. So, I'll see you all another time. Go read the story yourself. Follow me on WATTPAD, and I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace!